Hey everybody, this is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. Today we're working in Excel and we're going to look at how to use the data validation tools. And what this tool allows you to do is set parameters on a cell to where only certain data can be entered within that cell. So from a blank Excel sheet, we're going to go to Data, then over to Data Validation. And you'll see a box comes up that of course says Data Validation, and you have three tabs: Settings, Input, and Error Message. So we're going to start with Settings. And if you look at your validation criteria, it defaults to any value, which means they can enter anything they want, press enter, and the cell's going to take it. But these are the things that we can restrict. We can restrict it to a whole number, a certain decimal, a list, date, time, text length, and that's where we're going to start, is text length or character limit. So once we choose that, we can do between a certain length, equal to, but we're going to do less than or equal to. And we're going to tell it they can't enter any more than 5 characters. So after we do that, we're going to go over to Error Alert. And as you can see, there's a style with a drop down. We have the options of doing a stop, a warning, or information. Well, if we're restricting the cell and we don't want it to be any more than 5 characters, then we're going to do a stop, which is going to force them to go back and take those extra characters out. So we're going to give it a title. And I'm just going to make it character limit reached. And then we're going to tell them what they did wrong. And in this case, we're just going to put field can be no longer than 5 characters. And we're going to tell it OK. Now, if we go to this cell and we enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we hit enter, it's great. But if we hit and we get to the number 6, we're going to get this error box here that says character limit reached. Field can be no longer than 5 characters. Do you want to retry, cancel, or help? So we're going to retry. We're going to take that last character out, and we're going to be good. So once you've set a data validation on a field, you can come here and drag it down to however many fields you want it to apply to. So we did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, enter. It carries that data validation down to those cells. So the next one we want to look at in data validation, so data validation, is I want to show you how to look at maybe one of the most popular ones, which is a list. And this is going to create a drop down. I would recommend always checking this drop down, because if you don't, it's going to allow them to type it. And part of the purpose of having a drop down list is not just validating the data, but making it quicker to, pick what they want to put in there. So for our source, we're going to enter what we want to be in that drop down list, separated by commas with no spaces. And we're going to tell it OK. So if you notice on this field, it has added a drop down, which shows apples, oranges, pineapples, grapes, and peaches. And the same thing applies here. You can pull that down if you want. So let's go in here and do oranges. Then we'll go to this one. We'll do peaches and pineapple. And that's how you do a list. The next one I want to show you under data and data validation is how to do a date. And we're going to do a date between. And we're going to say it can go from 2/1 of 2021 to 2/28 of 2021. And for our error alert, we're going to do a stop. And we're just going to put invalid date here. and then an error message that says the date must be between 2/1 and 2/28 of 2021. So we're going to tell it okay. We're going to go ahead and pull it down to subsequent sales, and I'll make this bigger so we can see. So if we enter a date of 2/27/2021, it works. But if we enter a date of 3/1 of 2021, then we're going to get that error message that says it must be between 2/1 and 2/28. And that's how you do a date. The next one we're going to look at is, let's look at time, in case we've got date and time together. Let's go back to our data validation. And we're going to do our settings. We're going to do a time. And we're going to do between. And let's just say it's a normal work day. So we're going to do the start time of 8. And we're going to do the end time as 5. So 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And our error alert is going to be incorrect time. And we're going to tell them it must be between 8 in the morning and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's our error message. So we're going to tell it okay. We're going to go ahead and drag it down. I think I made that a little too big. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, let's say I enter 8 o'clock in the morning, and that works great. Let's say I enter 8 o'clock on accident and I do PM. Oh, see, it's going to say, nope, it has to be between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. We told it to retry, so it's going to let us do it again. So let's just say we do 5 o'clock p.m. And that's how you do a time. The last one I want to show you is a whole number. So back to data validation. And for this one, we're going to pick whole number. And we're going to put between, and you can pick any of these, not between, not equal to, anything, any of these will work that you want to do, but I'm just using between to give you an idea. So minimum 1, a maximum of 10, and our error message, if you've caught on, I'm sure you have, is invalid number. And then what the error was is it must be between 1 and 10. Tell it okay, drag it down. They enter a 1, yay, 11, nope, we can't do that. So it lets them know the number has to be between 1 and 10. So that is how you use the data validation tool. With these tips to start, you should be able to go in there and have an idea of how to use all of the different functions within the data validation tool. Have a better understanding of the settings and, you know, the different types of data you can do, between, not between, less than or equal to, not equal to, and all of the different functions there. Then how to do a stop to give them an error message and what information to put in there. So if this video was helpful, please be sure to like, subscribe, and get notified. And I will be back tomorrow with another tutorial. Till then, have a great day, and thanks for watching.